Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky, where we continue on in the city of Zeiss, doing our experiments on the Black Orbment, where at the moment we have to head to the central factory to speak to the professor. But before then, there's a little bit to discuss about orbments, or more to the point, quartzes and realignments of them, because I've done some realignments and found out the Deathblow gem we got for ranking up with the guild is actually one that's not usable in just one go. It's a permanent 10% kill enemy success. Good. But basically, I've rearranged a lot of the orbments that we have around into different slots so they follow the lines properly, as in Untitled Chapter 6, and got ourselves a fair new, big amount of spells like Clock Up X, greatly speeds up the flow of time, 50%. There's White Gahana here, an area attack which you have to set, supposedly. Disrupts the time-space continuum, which requires a lot of quartz to get there, as Razik has just subscribed, waiting for the intro to annoy Sam with the message. Thank you very much. Okay then. Estelle, in the meantime, has had some stuff moved around as well, and ended up with a large set of healing spells. Way over healing spells in some respects as well. Curia as well. She's also ended up with 5X, so she has a lot of elemental options, a lot of different ways to attack. Most importantly, though, to me, it's just another AoE spell, and also for only 20 EP. Doesn't sound that bad. So 5X is now learned. I haven't done anything for Tita yet, because of course, we're going to head over to the central factory now, knowing that Tita needs some slots unlocked before she can even do anything like that. So let's go to Slot Town. Right, let's unlock some slots for you, because we should have enough stuff for it. It seems Space Quartz is what she's locked into a lot of the time, but we have more than enough green by the look of it, so let's unlock that. I think we're going to be out of green after this, so no more MP gems. Oh, I can't get around to it. There we go. 80 there. Right. Several slots for her done. What, can I make any cool new quartz here? Because I've got an EP cut 2 that I can make at this point, so I'm going to make one here. And if I put that into Joshua's, he may get a new spell. Because we've got EP cut 1. If we just switch this for EP cut 2, we get Chaos Brand. That's not that good, because that's the confused one that we had before, isn't it? But, all the same, it's more like Quartz Gemage, so that's not too bad. Right, Tita. We have Space Quartz only. A Space Quartz is same as EP Cut and range. Okay. Arts effects range. Not melee effects range? I'm confused. Does that mean, like, spell length of AoEs and stuff? I think her stuff needs to be moved around anyway, let's put it that way. I mean, she's got 2 space ones here. She's got EP cut as well. Actually, let's just remove all the... Okay, that's a space quartz. That's an all quartz. So technically you could move the move 2 into that slot there. So that would work out. And then put the EP cut 2 that she had, because it's got a lot of gem slots in the middle there. Which then just allows me to make a lines via these pathways. So just that one earth one there allows me to get stone impact still, so that's pretty good. Having that one in the middle gives us gems to all those lines. So that's not too bad. But it's just about what I put in the other slots now that they're open and free. You want to put stuff with lots of gem slots in. I mean, we could get Latier, Aqua Bleed, Scent enemies become aware of presence. No, I think I'll stick off that one. I've got an information quartz here. I'm wondering if I should just put that in because I don't have it on anyone at the moment. It's not on Joshua because of his setup and all that. And it's off in a non-strong line. And information is pretty good. You do need to know when people are going to blow up in your face after all. And can I make any other good quartzes at this point? Alright, it's anything with big amount of gem slots is generally going to go down the very bottom. EP3, max EP 15%. I do not have 800 Mirage Element 1. So I'd say the best stuff I have for multiple slots pretty much is the EP cut. Yeah. I don't think I could put 2 of the same one in. I mean, EP1's not bad. EP2's not bad and gives quite a lot of stuff there. I don't even think she needs that kind of thing. In fact, we need a... Because she AoEs anyway, Yeah, I'd say the one thing we need on this is something like petrify, really. Something with a status effect would be quite nice, like a poison. Put poison there instead of defense, and then find something else to put in this slot. Yep, this is the confusing part of it all. Trying to figure out what would be best for her. She's mainly an earth attacker at this point. Do I want to have her with heals as well? I mean, HP 2 gives a Latier and Aqua Bleed. We don't really have any other good things at the moment. Oh, let's just put it in for now. We'll work out her stuff in time. Give her some extra HP because she's lacking a little bit of it. We'll work out your slots in the future, Tita. In the future, honest. But what I really need is just like 800 of stuff so I can make like HP 3 or something like that. If I get some bigger blues, it would be quite nice for me. Right, so we got to speak to the professor, do we? Yes, it's a very confusing orbment system, which is why I looked between episodes for it, thanks to Cornelia Chapter 6. So now we have ourselves new spells, new powers. Tita's a bit more powered up because she's got more slots. I'm going to move over to the Central Factory, the Archive at the moment, because remember those books that we managed to pick up? The shelf holds a book entitled Tomorrow's Cooking. Let's read it. Cooking is a science. Recipes for the new millennium. Today I'll be introducing one of my newest cooking recipes, especially for those readers of this book, and that recipe is none other than, drumroll please, can you guess what it is? It's Bouillabaisse. Can I even pronounce that correctly? Probably not. Yes, that's right, this delectable dish of unobtrusive monster bits. I know it would usually entail meat, but then you think, like, in a world where meat comes from monsters, we don't call cats monsters, we don't call, like, cows monsters. When you're thinking it that way, it doesn't sound very, like, appetizing, but in our world it's just animals. Unobtrusive monster bits is one that everyone can enjoy. Follow my groundbreaking recipe and that monster corpse you'll be dragging around. See, this is not worded well for a cookbook. It doesn't... No. Will taste simply divine. Now whip out your sword and let's get started. We're going to cut it out with a sword. Cooking in a fancy world, eh? Ingredients: juicy bone times 2, fish fillet times 2, crisp onion times 1, red pepper, add to taste. Clear gelatin, add to taste. What's the gelatin from? Like bone marrow? Wash juicy bones thoroughly with water. If you are still bothered by the scent, then try boiling them, or if else, ram a clove of garlic deep into each nostril. Your own nostrils. Finally chop crisp onion, chop juicy bones and fish fillet into edible sized pieces. Lightly rinse clear gelatin in water after unraveling it. Unraveling gelatin? Is that the right word to use for gelatin? Unraveling? Saute ingredients in a heated frying pan. After fish fillet has been lightly cooked, add water or soup and simmer until liquid is half evaporated. Lastly, add clear gelatin and bring to a boil. Remove from heat and wait for thickening. After clear gelatin thickens, cut it into edible-sized pieces. Your bouillabaisse is now ready. You may eat it as is, or heating it with a little flashy orbital magic makes for a great dinner show. This dish is great for lunchboxes and scaring small children, I bet. How do you unravel gelatin? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We learned the recipe for Bouillabaisse Plus. Alright, this is the most important book, of course. Kitty Talk for Dummies. Things to be aware of when speaking in feline. I need to know. Pronunciation of the feline language, which I obviously would fail at completely, has distinct characteristics depending on the region and may differ slightly from the following information. Nyan versus meow. This could be considered comparable to dialects in the human tongue. In addition, since the number of elongated vowel sounds indicated by the character are intimately related to a cat's personality and emotional state, there is quite a broad range of variation. That being said, I've attempted to compile a list of the most common expressions. Specific examples. Meow. You're absolutely right. Strong affirmation. Aggressive barking. Meow, go. This way when guiding. Oh, if you say go, I can understand you. Meow. This is it. An expression of delight. Go. Hold up. Right, you said go. How's that hold up? When urging to be cautious. Oh my god, there's so much more. Yeah, these nails are bothering me. That's very specific. So whatever, we've got I'm hungry, an expression of caution, I'm tired, who are you? Nyan? Nyan? Yes, that's right, that's obviously how that's said. Yeah? What's wrong? Yeah. So we meet again, fleshy thing. Very specific. Nyako! It's been a while, how have you been? This is getting quite weird. Nyan! Goodbye. Yeah, I've had enough. Strong affirmation. Yes. What did you just... meow on? What did you just say, oh hairless one? Meow! You are welcome, squishy pink thing. Meow, I'm hungry. I've had enough. This book is interesting. We've learned a lot today at the start of this session, that's for sure. There's one more book to read, I think, that we picked up. Septum Object Annals. Let's read it. Published by Zeiss Central Factory. The current state of orbital technology research. Particulars. Research pertaining to orbital energy attributes on a quartz interface. 2 is R&D for high output orbital guns, which utilize zero defect crystals. 3 is a statistical predictions of precipitation effects due to interference field formation. 4 is a relative cascade geometry and propulsion efficiency under low orbital energy conditions. We've got mechanical calculation acceleration for the use of orbital energy storing cycloidal gears within a tourbillon. Say that 10 times quickly. General theory. The current state of orbital technology research. During these 50 years since the orbital revolution, the Central Factory has striven in the reform of orbital technology by working out a number of applicable methods for its use. Currently, the research findings of this same factory have been utilized in all facets of society and have greatly contributed to the development of industry. However, on the flip side of all of these remarkable achievements, the field of basic research has been disregarded as a thing of naught. What is orbital energy, and what are the fundamental operating principles of an orbment? Now, in an age where social appraisal of technological research has become an unchallenged part of life, it leaves us to beg the question of whether or not we should return to basics. Welcome to the reading stream. I think we've done enough for reading, but that clears up a little of what we got. We still got a job to do for this lady after all. She wants us to find some more books around the place. It seems it's hidden somewhere within the Zeiss region, which just means that I'm gonna have to like check every corner, doesn't it? Joyous times coming up. I guess catch language is law. I guess it must be. That's Igor over there. He's such a pain in the butt. I can totally see why he's lived his entire life single. That's a bit harsh. You're eager, are you? I came in here to look for some stuff about what happened yesterday. And look around. All this mess. It's because she ain't doing her job. And to think she's getting paid to do this. Okay then. 50 cheer for storied damn volleys, but these books were so weird I should take money away. Alright, are you the professor? No, you're not. You're Factory Chief Murdoch, aren't you? Good morning, Mr. Murdoch. Good morning, sir. What a day yesterday was. We've been getting complaints from the citizens all morning, I bet. Wow, that's rough. It's not like it was your fault or anything. We're very sorry, sir. We didn't mean to cause... No, don't apologise. These kind of things happen when you're doing science. It happens a little bit more often around Professor Russell's science, though. Speaking of the Professor, has he come in already? Oh yes, he came in very early this morning, all fired up about something. He probably needs some assistance, so go on up to his workshop and see him. It's on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor? Let's go then. I've got a bad feeling about this. By the way, Cheetah. Sir? Please don't get the Professor too excited. If we have a repeat of yesterday, we won't be able to do anything for a while. I understand, sir. I'll be careful. Sure, so we're going to go excite the man. Why don't you never let me in your locked doors? I wonder if the cat language will help me understand. Is his name Mitchie? We've only met him once in East 8. Haven't we? Maybe it'll help me. I think he speaks perfectly fine English, though. Bah, another failure. Grandpa, we came to see if we could help. Ah, hello, Cheetah. And you two are here as well, I see. What can I say? We were worried. So what are you working on? Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the Black Orbment, but it hasn't been going very well. What seems to be the problem? Perhaps a demonstration is in order. You've literally just got a buzzsaw. And click. Whoa, what's that thing? It's something to torture James Bond with. It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy that can cut through basically anything. I don't know how to do that. Out to do it then. Yeah, out to. It stopped? I thought that might happen. It's on a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomenon as yesterday. It seems like the Black Orbment is blocking the functionality of the other orbments, interfering with them in some way. I doubt it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights. Yeah. But Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last night? Yes, good thinking. This interference with nearby orbments seems to spread out, moving from orbment to orbment like chain lightning. I put the range at about 5 arg. But if there are no orbments powered on within that range, well then that's where the effect stops. I see, that makes sense. However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes machines to simply stop without getting a look inside it. It's very troubling. Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really hard whack? Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see the big sword do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago? Oh yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe they melt down the blast furnace or something. Go to Mordor. If we did that, the insides of it would melt too. Oh yeah, well, it was worth a shot. Yeah, actually, It might work. What, you're agreeing? Really? You know of a way to burn it open? No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives orbits to work, can't be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy. Huh. Is there even such a thing? The combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea's been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to an orbital engine. However, all you need to work on them are standard tools. Huh, neat. I get it. Fire is the key. But Grandpa, I've never even seen one of them. I'm pretty certain that there's one understudy in the central factory workshop. I will need to get fuel as well. Like oil or something? No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or canister of it stored in reserve. Yes, it should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready. I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tina can. Well, you could go and get the engine and the gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but your bracer should be strong enough to move it. Okay, leave it to us. So, where would we find these? Let's see. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. I've forgotten. You just said not to say that. Estelle, if you look in the operations room, you could probably find them. What the heck is an operations room? It's a room with a bunch of orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping. Wow, I didn't even know there was such a place. I leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Oh well, let's go find this operations room thingy. To the 5th floor then. Up we go then. 5th floor, we're gonna find gasoline. We're gonna try and burn it open. This does not sound like a very nuanced approach. Let's put it that way. Wow, check out this place. This has to be the operations room. Hey, you two. I haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor. Nice to meet you. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if... Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he? Again? You really don't have much faith in him, do you? No, I mean, I realize that he's a genius. He was the one who developed the Capel unit, after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tina, on the other hand, is just an incredibly sweet girl. Just an all-around good kid. Yeah, I get what you mean. But I don't think we have time to stand around talking, in this case. We need to find where the central factory stores its equipment. Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. The cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the Capel. These days, they mostly get used to assist in airship navigation, but this one is equipped for the fastest general-purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything from calculating material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select that mode. I'm not going to crash this as well, am I? That will send the signal through the wiring and allow you to access the memory orbment. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see, or fiber optics, and it simply extracts the data you want. So I trust you know how it works now? No sweat! Yeah, no sweat. I'm impressed, Estelle. You're way better with modern technology than I am. Okay, so I lied. All that stuff went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with this panel. I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time. Sure, I only crashed the last computer straight away I went to. The Orbital Calculator, Capel System version 7.0, copyright ZCF, or Zeiss Central Factory. For 5 years. Information retrieval mode. Memory check is okay. We're not failed just yet. The database is accessed. Please input the search term. Central Factory. Good choices. Ooh. Why not look at all of it? Okay. Septian calendar. Death of Prophecy Epstein in the sovereign state of Le Mans in 1154. 1155, Professor A. Russell returns to the Liberal Kingdom. He proposes the spread of Orbment technology to a chilly reception. 1157, Professor Russell forms a partnership with the Zeiss Clockmakers Union. Together they establish the Zeiss Engineering Factory, later renamed the Central Factory. In 1160, Edgar III, after an inspection of the factory, donates a large amount of money to further its research. Professor Russell becomes the first factory chief. 1162, Edgar III dies and Alicia II assumes the throne. 1164, construction is completed on the Langland Bridge. In 1168, the first orbital-powered airship, the Calatrava, is completed. 39 failed test flights before success was achieved. In In 1173, yeah, we got a real lore dumps coming in this. The Zeiss engineering factory is renamed Zeiss Central Factory and begins sharing technology with the Verne Company and Rhineford Company. In 1175, the Labelle Orbital Ship Corporation is established and the Transmit Commuter Airship, the Lind, is commissioned. Aha! 1177, Transit Commuter Airship, the Cecilia, is commissioned. 1178, the factory airship, the Leibniz, is completed. 1180, the Zeiss Central Factory is dismantled and reconstructed at its current site. The partially underground factory in the Chaldean Hills is completed. 1182, Professor Russell resigns from his position as factory chief and is succeeded by Murdoch. In 1185, why'd you give up your position? I guess it was too much of a burden. Wanted to do more stuff. 1185, Natural Science and Medical Research Divisions are founded. In 1187, the passenger ship Eterna sinks in Calvin waters. Crown Prince Judas dies. It's a way to find out about that. In 1190, the Orbital Network, a joint venture with the Epstein Foundation, is publicly announced. In 1192, the outbreak of the 100 Days War. The Central Factory is taken by the Erebonian army. Professor Russell develops patrol airships at Leiston Fortress, which are used to mount a highly effective counteroffensive and soon become central to the Royal Army. In 1193, Labelle and Erebonia sign a peace accord. Orbment exports to the Erebonian Empire resume. In 1197, version 1.0 of the Capel Orbital computer is completed. You want to say when you were born, after all. 1199, development commences on the high-speed cruiser, the RCL. And in 1202, the RCL is complete and flight tests commence. That's all about the establishment. 100 Days War. I keep thinking, whenever I see that though, I always go in my head, it's always 100 Years War. That's what history does. Right, let's look at Universal Tech. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff. Sure. Orbment, general term for devices that draw orbital energy from septium, invented 50 years ago by Professor C. Epstein. The clockwork mechanism inside causes a reaction between quartz, which in turn produces a variety of different phenomena. Their greatest advantages over combustion engines is that the orbital energy within them is gradually restored over time, and a variety of different phenomena they can produce. They are also much more economically efficient. Let's learn about crystal circuits, which is technically what we've just dived into. An electrical circuit with a crystalline structure made from processed septium fragments, sepith. They serve as an energy source but also cause varied phenomena, which are only seen when they are placed inside an orbment. Septium. A grouping of 7 gemstones found throughout the continent, prized as jewels for eons, it was also regarded as a symbol of mystery. The invention of technology to refine and process septium fragments too small to use as jewels, called sepith, and make them into quartz, resulted in a massive increase in the importance of septium as a resource across the continent. I'm slightly amazed that, as well, that monsters haven't been fully hunted down, they seem to be the main source of septium. Hello, Ray. Entry. Orbital airships, orbital ships. Commonly regarded as the crowning achievement of orbit technology, enables the power of flight by combining a flight engine to control gravity and an orbital engine to provide vast amounts of energy. Because of the need for high efficiency orbital energy transfer and the complexity of control of the airship, many modern orbital ships are equipped with highly capable orbital arithmetic logic units. Orbital ships less than 20 arg in length are simply called airships. What are they called past that? Orbital ships, I guess, or dreadnoughts. They're gonna be dreadnoughts, right? The orbital weaponry. Any firearm or cannon powered with Orbment technology, currently the most common form of military weaponry among many nations. Easy to use, after all, guns. With orbital firearms, energy is focused in a helical path along the barrel, down to a tiny point, which then forces a large metal projectile outward at high velocity. These guns can fire more rounds than traditional gunpowder arms and at adjustable levels of force. Orbital cannons, meanwhile, fire shells containing energy which explode on impact. Similar to orbital guns, these have less recoil than gunpowder using cannons, and their power can be similarly adjusted. Question about the orbital cannons, though. I expect you'll be run out of breath narrating this game. Yes. Does that mean Tita's carrying around billions of shells in a backpack, or they're just where's she? If they're not created by the weapon itself, I'm glad we don't have to worry about reloading in that sense. I have to buy a billion shells when I go to town. Tactical orbments. Orbments used to manipulate orbital magics, usually no larger than a pocket watch, so its internal workings are extremely minute and elegantly constructed. When quartz designed for tactical orbment use is installed, it improves the ability of its bearer. When this quartz synchronized with the bearer, aka the resonance phenomenon, the eternal mechanisms take over the otherwise complex process that would be required to use magic, allowing just about anyone to use it in the form of orbital arts. Okay. Furthermore, the arts the user is able to use can be changed depending on the combination of quartz inside, which we just experienced. Related topics. We just want gasoline, man. We just want gasoline. There we go. Combustion engine, gasoline, and a haulage vehicle. We might need the haulage vehicle to take the gasoline and combustion engine somewhere. Orbital haulage vehicle. Any wheeled vehicle powered by orbital energy. Widely considered uncomfortable to ride and very limited in speed. Primarily used for transporting cargo. Orbit powered vehicle. Owner no data. Repository underground factory entrance. We might need to know where that is at some point then, I take it. Combustion engine. A machine which generates usable energy by burning fuel within. Less efficient than its orbital counterpart due to issues with gaseous exhaust and noise pollution. Owned one somewhere around as a gifted sub has been given out. Thank you, Pierre. Owner Maintenance Chief Gustav. Where's he? Gasoline. A liquid derived from the purification of naturally occurring hydrocarbon compound known as petroleum. Used primarily as fuel for combustion engines and as an industrial solvent. Thank you, Malif, for following. Welcome. Republic manufactured gasoline. Emergency stores 20 mid-sized tanks in the Orbment manufacturing factory. So that's the nearest bottom floor? I mean, can you tell me where this guy is? Maintenance Chief Gustav. Where am I going to find him? Looks like you found what you were looking for. Yeah, and a lot more information besides. Wow, it's like a magic box or something. Mobile computers are really something. As I understand it, Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. But it was Professor Russell's talent that made an idea into reality. If only his presence of mind were on par with his intelligence. Well, Adius isn't one to bestow 2 blessings on one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who was one of those combustion engine thingies? Yes. The maintenance chief, right? Where's he? He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there to speak to him. Also, the gasoline is likely in Orbment manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there. I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you. Maintenance Chief Gustav's down in the airfield working on a combustion engine, and the gasoline is in the basement Orbment manufacturing facility. He repeated that several times just to get it in my brain. Thanks, you've been a big help. Think nothing of it. Let me know if you need anything else. Nope, we don't. We know what we're going for now. Combustion engine, gasoline, burning the Black Orbment. Surely nothing will go wrong. Surely nothing will go wrong. Let's go through the emergency exit that is completely able to be accessed whenever we wish to. There you go. What kind of guy is he? I'm trying to ask him to friends, but they didn't tell me much. Yeah, I just can't concentrate. Well, I thought those might be the gasoline barrels, but you seem kind of useless. What about you? Excuse me. What's that? May I help you? Estelle Joshua explained the task set to them by Professor Russell. You need gasoline. I think we have a tank of it back in storage somewhere. I'll check for you. Faye, use the intercom. This is Faye. Got a request down here. We still have that tank of Calvard gasoline there in the warehouse, right? Can you send some down? Yeah, enough to carry. Thanks. They're sending some for you right now. Sending? Conveyor belt? Holy! It moves! There we are. I mean, we've been up and down escalators. What are they think? Is this gasoline? So that's what sending is. Neat, isn't it? This conveyor belt system isn't just for ordering goods. It's an entire network that connects the whole facility. Convenient. Professor Russell invented it. Originally, it was just a series of tubes for sending products back and forth. But the professor completely rebuilt the system into something a lot more useful. Of course, getting all the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain in the... I can only imagine. We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help. No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful with that gasoline. It has a tendency to... fireball. Sure, well, I'll take the gasoline tank. We'll just slosh it around with us. Maybe I should have got the gasoline second now I think about it. For some reason, when I think like products coming down conveyor belts like that, I kind of think of things like waiting in Argos for the stock to come in from above or whatever. Let's go to the landing port then. I'm guessing you're not the guy. You're not in there. Let's use the speed function. Take it as you. Oh, don't head home. No, you're not. I've always said he was at the airshipy place. Isn't this the airshipy place? Hi, need a flight? The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago. No, thank you. We don't need an airship right now. Actually, we need to talk to Gustav, was it? You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment. Yeah, you're telling me. What do you mean, not here? He went to Leyston Fortress 2 or 3 days ago. Some kind of repair emergency on a military patrol ship? Leyston Fortress? As in the largest base in the Royal Army out by Lake Valeria? Up in the north part of Zeiss? Wonderful. You won't be coming back from there anytime soon. So what do we do about the professor's request? I knew anything about that, but the chief is actually on his way back. He just sent word to us. Oh, handy. Oh hey, airship! Speak of the devil. Just cutscenes like this, they give you a bit to drink after all that talking. Docking at the land port. Land harbour. An orange airship. Hold the phone. Since when are public airships orange? Nah, it doesn't look like a regular public airship. The shape is wrong and it's got work arms all over it. Now you mention it. That's a central factory vessel, the Leibniz. It's the same model as the public transports, but it's had several modifications. It's used for large-scale maintenance and transport. Ah, flying factory. Then the maintenance chief is on the airship? That's right. Now's your chance. You need to talk with him now. We do. Thanks a lot. Yes, thank you. Well, that's him down there. Maybe jumped the gun a little bit. I thought we don't need to speak to a receptionist. God. What do you want? Leibniz has a mountain of parts stored in there. It's dangerous to stand clear. Actually, we're looking for someone. Isn't there a maintenance chief by the name of Gustav on the ship? What do you want with me? Oh, well, that's convenient. Estelle explained that Professor Russell had asked him to find and borrow a combustion engine. Ah, you're running errands for Russell, are you? The combustion engine, huh? Well, you've got good timing, I'll give you that. Huh? Hold on a sec. Does he actually have one packed onto this ship? Looks like it. Here you go. It's a heavy beast though, so be careful. Receive the combustion engine. Wow, you weren't kidding. Oh, we still managed to carry it. You got some spirit chips, such a young girl. I like it. Thanks. It's a pretty interesting little coincidence. That old fart wants this thing right after I got it back from the military. Huh? From the military? Yeah, this thing was on loan to them for a little while. They were using it for some kind of research. As a matter of fact, I only just got it back today. Lucky for us. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Now that we've got what we need, why don't we take it back to the professor? Sure thing. Thank you, Mr. Maintenance Chief. Sure. Give my regards to the old man. Oh, back to floor 3 it is then. It makes sense, though, in my eyes, for a military faction, or any military, to also be working with other forms of technology, like, what if orbments don't work against it? Yada, yada, yada. Especially when we know that's exactly something that can happen now. You want other things that can work in the period of time that your thing that is the best isn't working. Or, you know, maybe it's like spears versus swords, or swords versus axes. We're back! And we've brought what you asked for. Excellent! Thank you. Handing over the combustion engine and the gasoline tank. You weren't kidding about how heavy this thing is. Yes, your brute strength was most useful, girl. Perfect timing too, as I've just finished preparing the tools. All that's left is to set up the engine and put gas in it. If you'll go and put on finishing touches, Tita? Yes, sir. Tita. I'll get her name wrong, endlessly. And it's all set. Wow, this thing is really clunky looking. Are all of these engines like this? Yeah, it converts the energy given by the burning gas to power the tools. So this way they don't need all the energy. Indeed. Now there's not dawdle. Let me flip the switch. And click. I'm really worried about the blade shattering when everyone's standing with no protective gear right next to the blade. Jeez, this thing sure makes a racket. It's definitely a lot louder than normal engines. That's one of its drawbacks, yes. But I doubt we need to be activating the Black Orbment this way. Let's get started. Ooh. Whoa! That's some serious sparkage. Okay, shut it down for now. We've seen how much physical punishment it can take, and how much punishment our ears can take as well. Estelle and the others crowded around to get a closer look. A tiny scratch is faintly visible. That's it. That's incredible, and with a special alloy saw too. Whatever it's made of, it's tougher than anything I've ever seen. But if we keep at it, I believe this would work. We're gonna have to go for quite a few saw blades, though. So it's gonna be a real test of patience then. Hey, Professor, can I talk to you for a second? Oh, have you already finished the modifications? Of course I have. Remember who you're talking to. Anyway, what is it? Is something wrong? I just received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. Where's Oscar? The oil-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa has broken down. Since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try fix it. Ah, you must be kidding. Damn it, of all the times for this to happen. If you're that busy, why don't you send another engineer over? No, that pile of junk is at least 40 years old. The younger techs have no idea what to do with anything that's not state-of-the-art. Ah, what a pain in the... Grandpa, maybe I could go over and do the repairs, you think? I don't know. Tina, you took me there to help with maintenance before. I think it'll be fine if I just go. I'm sure you do a fine job on the repairs. That's not what concerns me. Agreed. There are monsters out on the roads. We can't just leave Miss Mao like this. If that's the problem, why didn't you let us handle this? Huh? It's a bracer's duty to ensure the safety of Liberal's roadways. Therefore, seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility. Well, that's another story. If you're all with her, then we don't need to worry. Alright then. Thank you. Are you sure this is okay? Don't worry about it, kid. Don't worry about it. Kids shouldn't sweat the details so much. If you're ready, then let's go. Thank you. Thank you both. Okay, Grandpa and Mr. Murdoch. We'll be back soon. Take care, dear. Be careful out there. Oh, off we go then. Very well then. I'll leave Tita, Tita. Which one do you like? Tia, Taya. I'm going to say it wrong. Like Dana, Dana. Dana, Dana. Oh, no. It's happening again. Tina, be careful out there. Tifa. Yeah, sure. That's wrong. Thanks in advance. As long as we get here there, Tina can do all the work. Good luck. You like Tita? Well. You just realised with all the games you've bought on Steam, you're going to need to buy a game controller to catch your computer so you can play the games better? Well, they work fine with keyboard and mouse. In a sense, well, I'd rather play... Actually, no. East 1 and 2 did not work well with keyboard and mouse, if I remember correctly. Oh, you knew that. I'm so confused. All I did was ask for a heating orb, and they handed me this telephone book. All these different models. I don't have a clue where I should start looking. I want to buy more stuff from you. Get some more good gear. But yeah, if you've got an Xbox controller going on, they just work. So, Elmo sounds kind of fun. There's a hot spring there, right? Right, it's a real nice place. My grandpa's taken me there a few times. So which way do we go? There's a big field outside the south entrance of town. You just follow that road due south to get there. Got it. Due south from the south entrance. Well, let's go then. Well, off we go then. Hoping to not miss a chapter of Carnelia. Should I stay at the inn quickly? Because I think she's a bit lower on the EP at the moment. Half her EP is toast for the time being. And I actually don't think I've been in the lodgings. As of yet. Good old Eagle. Full of spit and vinegar like usual. What if I could trouble you to look at the clock? It's been running slow since yesterday. Would you look at that? The main clock is slow. Guess that blackout's responsible. Well, I'll be sure to take a look at it in a little bit. So it seems like Igor's kinda handy though annoying to Madame Temporary Librarian. It's important for us to not make our customers feel uncomfortable here, but I'm not sure Zeissans know how to be casual and friendly. Take our maid for example, she's a bit over-enthusiastic. Everyone in Zeiss takes things too seriously. It wears me out sometimes. They do. They do. I'm interested. Olive needs to take a drink. Sorry, I'll do it. Where's your maid? Our linen room employees only. I could be an employee. And they still got bathrooms here. Oh, that's another way out. That's the way in. That's a building. Where's your maid? I want to find the over-enthusiastic or not over-enthusiastic, strict maid. There, this room has been sanitized! What's next? Oh wait, closet! You are all unclean! Yeah, I can see. I see what she means now. Hey! Hey, long time no see! Oh hey, it has been a while. Who's this? You remember that kid who was looking for the quartz shard in Roland, don't you? Oh yeah, remember? We took a request to find it a while back. You headed back to the Republic. After we finished doing some shopping at the Central Factory, we made some cash and grand sales, so Mum said we're going to take this mirror and stock them on orbments. They say the eyes are the first to go, but she can still spot a good deal. I can see you're still an obnoxious brat. What? I'm only saying what everybody else is thinking. Anyway, this town is crazy. It's all ordnance. I just want to imagine a city that builds airships would look like in real life. It's such a nice, spacious room. It's definitely worth what we're paying for it. I think I'll take things easy for the rest of the day and finish my business tomorrow. Oh, I want some of these Orbments now. It's Court's kid. That's what I remember him by. No clue. It's been a while since we last saw him, after all. No way I was going to remember him. Alright, let's go to the guild, of course, because what if there's more quests now? Speaking of... Oh, okay. Product testing. Tester for new sneaker model wanted. Any braces involved in a wide range of activities are welcome. If you think your legs are up to the task, come see me in the laboratory on the 4th floor of the central factory. All testers get a free pair of shoes. Swag now. Better not be holy boots. Haulage vehicle search. A haulage vehicle headed to the Wall 4 hasn't arrived yet, but it was supposed to ages ago. Oh, where is it? Can't remember now. A racer from this branch is serving as escort, but I fear they may have run into trouble. Please search the Track Plains Road for them. Well, we know where that is now. Right, potent ingredient, which is long. I'm looking for a powerful ingredient to be used in a new menu items currently under consideration at the Forge Ale Bar. Anyone with appropriate items on hand, please bring them to me. I am an extremely busy hour, so please do not seek me out for details or clarification. Wait. You want a powerful ingredient, but you're not going to tell us what it is. Smoker's Revolt. It appears that someone has filched some cigarettes that were being stored in a cabinet in the clinic. Please find the dirty crook who did this, ASAP. Come see me on the 4th floor at the clinic for witnesses, info, and possible suspects. That's 2 up in the 4th floor for shoes. I'm going to go talk to this person and annoy him. He's been at the Forge Ale Bar. And Ritter Road Monster. A ferocious monster known as Mercury Viper has been spotted roving the Ritter Roadway. Racers from this branch request to deal with this threat immediately. That's 5 more quests, and quite a few of them are on the short timer. That's a bit worrying. Forge Ale Bar. It's this one over here, yeah? Nope. This one, yes. Clarify! Right now, Ursa's near, so I've got to spare pots. But honestly, cooking can be pretty interesting. I've been coming up with a lot of ideas for new foods. Let's show him ingredients. Oh, hello there. Do you have a minute? We saw the posting on the bulletin board and bought some ingredients. Please let me see. May I see that tomato for a moment? Handed over the acerbic tomato. That's the one we got in the lab, wasn't it? The ones that weren't very good. Sounds nothing like a regular tomato. Much stronger than I'm used to. Let me try it. What is this? It's terrible. My taste buds have been violated. See, it's just gross. Maybe it'll be good for research, but I can't see anyone wanting to eat it. Well, it sure can't be eaten as it is. But it certainly has an interesting flavor and scent. With the right preparation, it could be a useful ingredient for cooking. Maybe. Doesn't it worry you to eat something that nasty? No, I found that strongly bitter foods tend to be very good for one's health. When they don't kill you, anyway. And traditional Zeiss in cooking calls for some very strong ingredients. I'm not sure I'd want to try that. That should be just the right level of bitter to nicely complement the dish. Here, you can be the first to try out my newest dish. Consider it my thanks for introducing me to such an amazing food. We received a tomato sandwich. I think I'll save this for later. I could have made that. You call you a chef? Now I need to get back to work. Thanks for everything today. Okay, see you later. Excuse us. Quest potent ingredient has been completed. Sure, I'm glad we did, but you know I can just... It's not that hard. Making a tomato sandwich. It's not like culinary wizardry. When we're working, we usually end up eating traditional foods found in Zeiss. It doesn't have much going for it in terms of salty. But if you need something to jolt your head back into the game, Zeiss cooking it is. I'd really like to see some measures taken to allow us to choose our meals. Who knows? Inspiration can sometimes come from the strangest places. We'll have a fair few quests to do. Let's, well, turn in that one for the reward straight away. Hey, hello, you two. Hello, you two. I've heard you're on your way out to Elmo. I swear, Kiseki, you've got the sharpest ears of anybody I've ever met. Hazel from the factory called me with the information. We have your assignment. It's a support mission for the professor. Elmo may not be that far away, but stay on the alert. We will. Time to get going. See ya. We'll return soon. I'll have to report the one we have. Potent ingredient is done. That brings us up to 23 BP. Junior Bracer 3rd class. Yeah, finish the job perfectly fine. But we need to clear other contracts now. 3 on the short. 4th thing. Well, I'm glad we found the goodies there. Let's go up to the 4th floor then. Whee! How does eating a bit of tomato equal sandwich? It was in like the idea thing. Well, you can put everything between 2 slices of bread, so... I mean... I remember when... Way back when we did home economics in class, and we were told to make something that sounds horrible, like a taste combination that wouldn't work, but we actually did have to eat it ourselves in the end. So basically we had to make a weird combination and then try it, and then like write about it. So I think I made German salami and was it like apricot jam sandwiches or something like that? Or just orange marmalade or something like that. That wasn't very nice. I think most people made sandwiches. I think I was on the safer side of the trail there. Salami and jam. I'm going 4th floor. I'm at the lab. This should be where I need to be. Huh, why is it? You're looking for Ray. He's out to lunch. No. We checked out the bulletin board and... Oh, I see. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. My name's Terry. I'm a researcher here at the Central Factory. I'm Estelle, Bracer in training. I'm Joshua. It's nice to meet you. Likewise. Going straight to business, I have a task for you. Do you schedule allow for it? Yes. Sure, I don't see a problem with it. Requested you needed help with testing a new style of sneaker. Could you give us a little more detail? Oh, certainly. But first here. Received the Alpha Strega. Is this your new kind of sneaker? Yes, the Strega Corporation is conducting research on new projects to bring to the market. This particular test requires you to wear these prototypes around to various places. Upon the successful completion of this test, all that will remain is to put them into production. Ah, I see. Hey, just a second there, buddy. Did you just say the Strega Corporation? Yes? So then this new line of sneakers? Yes, it's the Strega Corporation's newest product. Didn't I just say all this? She's such a big fan. Oh, great ideas. Thank you for bestowing upon me, us, this magnificent job. Are you alright? Why the sudden prayer? Don't mind her. Estelle's something of a sneaker collector. More to the point, she pretty much adores the Strega brand ones. Oh, I get it now. Oh, so you might say she has sneaker mania then. I was just a little taken aback by her reaction. Estelle, would you snap out of it? I get that you're excited, but we do have work to do. Yes, you are correct. Well, you certainly have spirit. Scary amount, in fact. So will you do the test? Please don't pray at me again. Yes, absolutely. See what I mean? It's alright. Please proceed. So we'll take on the job. But you want us to wear these shoes everywhere we go? Yes, that's correct. From the Elmo Spa to the Wolf Fort, all the way to the Sanctime Gate. And when you feel you've tested them out properly, bring them back to me. Layer between the sole and insole is my responsibility, so I have to see how it holds up. She needs to report back when we have the chance. That at least. Now see if you can wear them out. Haha, just leave it to me. If you'll excuse us. So basically I've got to walk everywhere and on the short timer. Are they something I can actually equip? Oh, they are. And they're not very good. We need to buy you some new stuff, don't we? Look at your defense compared to other people's. 136, 147, 98. I think we need to afford you a little bit more. Ah, what? Estelle's the only one you can wear the Alpha Stregas to. Made for Estelle. Okay then, I guess we should walk so we can get our defense back up in the future. I mean, I'm thinking we probably just got some stuff here that we could equip her with that is just better than what she's got anyway. Right, what about the smoker cabinet thing? I guess that must be in the other room. Oh, we can speak to the cat. We know the language now. I swear, this time you're not getting away. Good afternoon, Dr. Miriam. Oh, good afternoon. Oh my, so many of you. Yeah, we saw your posting on the bulletin board. I'm Estelle, Junior Bracer. And I'm Joshua, also a Junior Bracer. We heard that there might be a case for us here. Yes, I certainly say so. If you can, it'd be ideal if you start your investigation at once. Do you think it'd be possible? Yeah, sure. Okay then. I know this is urgent, but can you provide us with any more details? Well, it's not a complicated tale to tell. Someone took the cigarettes that were in this cabinet. This is the medical office. Why would you even have cigarettes here? Under my supervision, this factory has observed a no smoking policy for the last several years. Any confiscated tobacco is kept in here, which would mean that anyone who's had anything confiscated is immediately a suspect, since what was taken probably belongs to that individual to begin with. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm inclined to agree. It took so much work to get the smoking ban established. Why just let us go? It will completely undermine the entire policy. First of all, we should talk to the people that were smokers to begin with. Would you happen to know who that would be? My first suggestion would be Supervisor Travis from Operations. He's always been a heavy smoker. Plus, he's never really accepted the ban, so I say he's got motive. Oh, okay, sounds like a good place to start. So I'll make a note of it. There's also Hugo in the design room. I think he's currently arranging a meeting in the first floor lobby. The people who've worked here the longest tend to be the smokers. Ah, okay. So there's Travis in the operations room and Hugo on the first floor. Is there anything else you can tell us? If not, we can go ahead and get started. Well, I don't know if it'll be of any use to you, but there was an eyewitness. Is it the cat? Yeah, that might be a lead. And who was this eyewitness? He's right behind you. Antoine? What does that mean? Rack your brain. Understand the translation. A cat? I did say that I wasn't sure it would actually help. That you did. But Antoine's a really smart cat. He might remember who took the cigarettes. Indeed, if you bring him along in your search, he might provide you with a useful clue. He may not have as good a sense of smell as a dog, but it's still quite impressive. That's the hope anyway. If you bring along some fresh milk, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to follow you. In light of the lack of other clues, I'd like to try. Sure, can't hurt. If we can find anything of note, we'll be back to let you know. I'll be waiting. Whoever did this absolutely must be caught. I'm sure I must have some fresh milk. Here you go, Antoine. Some nummy milk. Alright, we now got Antoine the cat with us. Oh, this is my preferred party. This is the foursome of dreams. Let's go, Antoine. So that's the lab. Operations is one floor up. I mean, I could look up what you said, yeah. Is that Antoine that's making the smoke? Or is it Tita? Well, our first possible villain. Hello again. Did you find out what you were looking for? Oh, yeah, we did. We're just looking for something different now. Different? Yeah, some cigarettes were taken from the clinic. Someone actually did that. I imagine you're being kept pretty busy. Have you been in the clinic at any time today? No, I haven't. I've been here all day. You're welcome to search the room if you want. Oh, well, he doesn't seem suspicious. Yeah, I think he's a dead end. Well, am I still under suspicion? Alright, what do you think, Antoine? Now? No reaction. So much for that, then. So I've taken up your time. We'd appreciate your future cooperation with our investigation. Sure, no problem. Now with a question mark. I think we should go get translation now. Whee! Second floor archives room, right? And look at that precision running. No, I believe the cap holds effectiveness. No, go away, go away. I believe that when the orbment shut down, it was due to a complete reset. We could use that as a new maintenance technique. Maybe you could, but still. It's NWAO question mark. What's wrong is what she said, yeah? Okay. And the Nyago was hello. Proper translations here. Proper research. Oh! Nyago? Huh? Nyago? Does anything seem strange about this door to you? This room is... yeah, unlikely, but let's head on and make sure. Antoine, you are Detective Catachu. Alright. What's wrong? Ah, Antoine, why are you so fussy? I think he's it. What's this? Looks like we found the culprit. Yeah. What are you talking about? Mr. Murdoch, you went to the clinic today, didn't you? Huh? No, I didn't. We're currently looking for the cigarettes that were taken from there. would you mind if we search this room for a bit? Sure, go ahead. Okay, start immediately. I think we found him. Searching, searching. Searching. Searching the room. Oh! In there? That's why it was locked. It hid the crime. Let's try to find the key. It's got to be in here somewhere. Sure thing. What, are we going to rob its pocket now? Examine the book on the desk. Found the back room key. Why is it there? Why is it not in your pocket? Use the back room key. I see it. I see. The ashtray too. Found the cigarettes. Haha, found them. Which would likely mean... No, Mr. Murdoch couldn't have. Well, that's a shock, that's for sure. I wouldn't have suspected. No, you've got it all wrong. Someone else smoked these in my room that only I could get in. It was all just one big misunderstanding. I was just going to take one quick puff and put the rest of them right back in the clinic. Chief Murdoch, I think you ought to come and explain this to Dr. Miriam. I have to say, I'm simply amazed. I never would have suspected you of all people. I'm sorry. I just needed a smoke. I can't really explain it any other way than saying that the craving got the better of me. Dr. Miriam, I really am sorry. Mr. Murdoch, you know perfectly well the rule has been in place for quite some time. You're right. Coming up on 10 years now. Oh yeah. So where did this sudden uncontrollable urge come from then? Honestly, I'm not so sure myself. After we had that horrible power outage, I've heard no end of complaints from the townsfolk. I guess it just got to be too much and I need a smoke to help cool me down. Mr. Murdoch, I'm sorry. This is all because of what Grandpa and I did. No, Tina. You haven't done anything wrong, so don't apologize. This doesn't really even have anything to do with the professor. Maybe you should take a little break or something? It seems to me that this was all because of too much stress. I do understand your situation, Mr. Murdoch. I think that I'm willing to forgive and forget in this case. What? Really? Instead, I'm going to insist that you take a decent break. You're just going to ruin your health if you go on like this. You're right. Once we settle down a little bit, I'll plan on using some of my vacation time. I'm still sorry for this whole mess, though. It's water under the bridge. You need to focus on your health. I will. I guess I'll be going now. Phew, that's kind of sad. It's not like he was trying to cause any trouble or anything. Be that as it may, the factory is still his responsibility. Well, that much is true. Now, I really must thank you all. You've handled this case brilliantly. You're welcome. I think half the credit has to go to Antoine, though. Yeah, no kidding. I'm glad my suggestion bore fruit. I trust you'll be nice to him if you should meet again. Of course. Well, thank you again for your help. I'll be certain to call upon you again should another incident arise. Glad to help. I think we'll be on our way then. See you later. And so we've quelled the smokers' revolt. Poor smokers. I mean, it's still a choice. That was slight bit of vilification. Right, I'm going to open up the auger calculator. Because of course we had the haulage vehicle on here too. It says it's at the underground factory entrance. That's the repository. Should I go check the entrance then, just in case it's not actually out on the road? But mind you, they did say it was more or less there, didn't they? When do we get to fight something? One day. I mean, the underground entrance would mean a haulage vehicle is... Oh, beautiful music again. Here? Good job, loser. Man, Faye really chewed me out. I bet she thinks I'm totally worthless. She just broke up that guy too. My one chance. And I blew it. What's going on with you, really? So that's the haulage vehicle that's on record as being stored. I forgot about that great music. Don't wait, we'll be going out in the world soon. We'll be going out on the road again. Right, well, there was a guy holding a meeting here, but no longer. We've kind of dealt with that situation. What? Are you serious? One of the research on the orbital engine product quit? Yeah, we thought we had talked him into reconsidering, but apparently there were circumstances. Official resignation notice came today. I see. This is a problem. The whole project was to be for the RCL. If we can't get this started, our hopes of actually using the RCL are finished. I know. We can't keep the old model engine in the RCL. I understand how quickly we need to find a replacement. We should look at it as a chance to get a fresh point of view on the project. Oh, something's going on here then. Ah, so much talking. My throat's getting clammy. Right. Can a throat get clammy? We definitely need to buy a certain someone some gear. Hey, come in. Saying the owner and I had some words again about their stocking policies. Just want us to carry any of the experiment orbital weapons here. I'm trusting in my ideas, but in the end, it's not my decision. It's his store, after all. I really hope Carl brings a test unit soon. It's about the only thing I look forward to these days. So would I. Right, time to buy you a whole new set of gear. Gear. Like a metal jacket would be... Oh, wow. We really don't have the cash for it, though, do we? What can I sell? Always looking for what I can sell. Let's sell 2 whole holy boots. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could sell some of these, like, Slagers and stuff. Let's sell 1 pair of these double spikes. That way I definitely have enough for at least the metal jacket for now. I think the craft shoes are the best other gears she has. So, because Estelle's wearing the other boots, we got some time to get that. Metal jacket, we sell the shield vest now, but there's still a weapon to buy, right? So I need to sell this shield vest. Go to buy and find that there's the craft cannon for 7,000. It has larger range, so it's really something that I'd probably want to equip for Tita, so she can stay way out of the battle. Way out of the battle. So in that sense, we'll unequip that to sell it. Should I sell the Strega R's then? And Strega J's as well?